Hi everyone, welcome to Minecraft, and today, we're not just exploring. Today, we'll be learning about the real-life crisis that is killing our beautiful corals around the world. Coral reefs are some of the most diverse and vibrant ecosystems on our planet, but tragically, they're in danger. Generally, most of us would often blame tourism for the damage. But, is it really the only problem? Could there be other issues we aren't taking into account? Let's start with tourism. Thousands of divers per year visiting the same reefs risk polluting the water, and it can also lead to trampling and broken corals. However, tourism as a whole is bad. Many reef diving companies depend on the coral reefs to survive. Companies such as Greenfin, Gilly Eco Trust, and Coral Expeditions are incentivized to keep their source of revenue maintained and preserved. As a result, they often help with reef protection, preservation, and relief efforts. That consists of moving tourism to healthier areas, helping restore damaged zones after storms, and educating visitors. There are other forces in play that are driving coral reefs to endangerment. In high-traffic diving areas, coral reefs often show signs of stress, more broken corals, smaller colonies, and bare seafloor without corals. In contrast to untouched areas show much healthier and colorful reefs. Not all corals react the same though. Slow-growing species were found to suffer the most, while fast-growing corals are able to recover much faster, like those corals quickly growing in shallow Minecraft waters. Take Australia's Great Barrier Reef. Between 1985 and 2012, it lost more than half of its living coral cover. To be exact, 50.7% of all living corals in that region is gone, and it took only 27 years. And they take thousands of years to form. The cause of the death? Not just tourism. Cyclones and coral bleaching all play a role. It doesn't end there. Scientists predict that by 2050, 94% of all reefs could be eroding and in the process of death. By the 2100s, rising sea levels may outpace coral growth completely. Coral reefs aren't able to keep up with the rapid changes in the environment, and the reason for this mass extinction event is mass coral bleaching. It is caused by warming waters and climate change, not just because of some hairless apes swimming around. To elaborate, coral bleaching causes corals to lose all of its algae layers on top that gives them the beautiful colors. The loss of algae is making them more vulnerable to diseases and eventually causing death. However, in Indonesia, the West Buleleng Marine Protected Area is trying something smart. They're using a measurement called the Tourism Sustainability Index to calculate how many visitors can safely explore each reef per year, based on coral reef health, water quality, and fish population. This approach lets us protect reefs without banning tourism entirely. It's about balance and coming to a middle ground, just like how many cows you can kill in a farm without threatening its population numbers. And here's the cool part. Scientists like Ruth Gates and Madeline Van Oppen are experimenting with coral crossbreeding. The goal? Building corals that can survive warmer waters and more acidic oceans, basically preparing them for the future. Saving coral reefs is a massive challenge, but we're not helpless. With smart tourism, science, and sustainable actions, we can prevent an ecological disaster. Whether in the real world or here in Minecraft, the message is the same. Coral reefs matter, and only we can make a difference. But if it were up to me, however, I'd completely shut down coral reef sites for preservation while being guarded by the Navy. Only in special cases, such as for research or relief efforts after a storm, would experts be allowed on site. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you learned something today.